Hello everyone, this is Boricua Binks and welcome back to Let's Play Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. In the last episode, we started off in the fifth case's trial and we had a lot of ups and downs of back and forth between Makoto or Kyoko being the killer. And it was very strange and uncomfortable because Kyoko kept, pointing the finger back at Makoto, and he's, kind of a little hurt about it, and also trying to protect her at the same time while also defend himself. And I left you guys with a cliffhanger, which is basically that she lied, and we know she lied. But are we going to call her out on it? Or are we going to play along? Well, let's see. This should be interesting. He's freaked out. The mastermind's trap. The victim was Mukuro, and Kyoko killed her. What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie. I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it. But who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? The mastermind's trap. Spend all your time trying to avoid danger. You'll never move forward. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? What do I do? I have to decide right here and now whether or not to expose Kyoko's lie. This... Wow, run away. I don't think we have that option. Poor Makoto wishes he could. Do you let it go, or do you pursue the lie? It's me or you, girl. Although she probably, if she did kill her, she did it to protect him, so it's like, damn. What you gonna do, man? Well, I did save. So, let's go for it. Let's pursue the lie.
There was a lie hidden within Kyoko's statement just now.
There we go.
A lie?
Isn't that right, Kyoko?
You said it. The burden of proof is on you.
Okay.
So let's hear it. Where's this lie, then?
Kyoko's definitely lying, and it must be because there's some other deeper truth she wants to keep hidden. There we go. Kyoko's account.
I didn't have the key to my room because I'd given it to Byakuya. There's no doubt about that, right?
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into my room.
You sure?
Then, when we searched Kyoko's room, how else could the key have gotten there?
Someone other than me must have put it there. That's the only explanation.
Kyoko herself told me before the trial started that she had stolen something very important from the headmaster's room. Yep.
I didn't have the key to my room because I'd given it to Byakuya. There's no doubt about that, right?
You are correct.
So I couldn't possibly have gotten into my room.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
There we go.
No. Kyoko could have gotten into her room.
There we go.
You said so yourself, didn't you, Kyoko?
Yep. She said she has the secret tool.
Monokuma's secret tool?
Kyoko stole it from the headmaster's room. It lets you get into any room in the school, which means she could have used it to get into her own room.
Uh-oh.
Then I guess that's it.
You're giving up just like that? You admit to killing...
No, I'm simply recognizing that I lost.
No, that's her music.
What are you talking about?
Like I said, this was a trap. and I wasn't able to escape it.
It's pretty sucks though. We know as the player, and even Makoto probably knows, this is all the headmaster, or not headmaster, the mastermind's trap. That they definitely screwed them, you know? It was so clear that neither Kyoko or Makoto did anything, but it was like me or you kind of thing, and in this case we were like, well, I'm gonna have to point the finger at you.
So I lost. That's all this means.
Aw, she looks sad.
Huh? Then, are you saying you really didn't... Kyoko, you really aren't the killer?
Okay, time's up!
Uh-oh.
Huh?
I'm sorry to say, but your time is up! All done, all finished. The class trial is all over.
He's ending it just because he's like, don't talk anymore. Don't expose the fact that I set you guys up.
But that's ridiculous! Since when is there any...
It's because you were late, so the trial started late and time ran out.
Yeah, right.
So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you!
There we go.
But I guess we already know who the blackened is, don't we?
Oh boy. Yep. Because technically, I guess she did kill the person, but I don't know. She acted like she didn't, though. Oh, man.
Good job. You got it right. Brilliantly right.
We got it right? Does that mean Kyoko really is the killer? But something strange is going on here. There's something wrong with this whole class trial. Yep. Kyoko.
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
I've prepared an extra special punishment this time. Is everyone ready? Okay then.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Oh boy. No, Kyoko. She's been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Here we go. Oh boy. She's at a desk. Oh boy, what is that? Uh-oh. That's not good. And he's still teaching her, supposedly. Kuma. Oh, God. Oh, God. That must be so terrifying. After school lesson. Oh, Kyoko, no! Oh, she's definitely panicking. Can't blame her. Is she tied down, or could she try to escape? I don't know. Even if you try to escape, though. Oh, her face. Oh, this is horrible. Kyoko, no! Ugh. Ugh. Oh, that's horrible. Kind of simple. A little bit of a boring way to die. But, not... I don't mean to say boring, but it's just simple and not as extreme as, like, some of the others. But it's still really gruesome. And that's how the class trial of Mikuro Ikusaba came to an end. I still had to wonder whether Kyoko was actually innocent or... Regardless, the truth was lost forever. Even for me. I just stopped thinking about it. That was the end of Makoto's class trial. And in the end, it would prove to be our last class trial. Once that case was over, there was never a single murder at Hope's Peak ever again. Interesting. We had obtained peace in exchange for the lives of all the others. Weird. It's so weird. This ending is super, super weird. But interesting, too. Poor Hina. My god. Like, just look at this. And first of all, why did Toko even die? But Byakuya is holding her picture like, yeah, she's dead, I'm happy. And suddenly they're wearing different clothes, too. Like, where did those different clothing come from? Like, can you imagine all those years trapped in that place? And it looks like she had all boys. And they all look like their dads instead of looking like their mom. Wow. Oh, Makoto's kid is so cute! Little Makoto. Even Byakuya's kid is cute too, though. But this poor girl, to be with all these guys, like, even Hagakure, ew. It's an interesting ending, that's for sure. Peace, but only inside the school. Peace, but only for us. That was the only hope we had. But then after they're kids, I mean, the kids are never gonna have kids with anybody else, so they're all gonna just die out in there. That's really creepy. Hope. Hope. Hope? This is hope?
No! This isn't right!
Interesting. Huh? It's like he just imagined all of that. Fascinating.
Makoto, why are you staring off into space? Don't you have a rebuttal for Kyoko's claim?
There we go. I guess I didn't have to save. That's fine. Her claim. Oh, that's right. I have to... Do I expose Kyoko's lie or not? Okay, that same quote. She's not wrong. I have to think about this very carefully. What do I do? Decide right here and now. They don't even let you. But I thought that would that's an interesting little bad ending to show. Alright, this time we're gonna do it the right way, I guess, and let her go. I've made my decision. I have to believe in Kyoko. There's no way she will kill someone. There has to be some secret here. Something that has to do with the mastermind's trap that Kyoko mentioned.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact?
He seems kind of pissed off.
I see. So you still refuse to accept it.
I think he knows the truth in his own way. I mean, he doesn't know about her having the tool, but he's like, there's no way Makoto would do it. So he's kind of like pissed off right now.
I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room. That it was someone else.
Which we think it was, definitely.
But who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
But of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
I see what they're gonna say. That when you went in there with Byakuya, they're gonna say, oh, Makoto slipped the key in there and pretended to find it.
There's only one other possibility I can think of.
Oh, that sucks.
Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
There we go.
What?
Oof.
It had to be Makoto, right?
Yikes.
I don't see any other option.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Lucaro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up!
He's not gonna let you.
Huh?
You're screwed, dude.
Time's up! Class trial's all over! Everyone can stop talking now!
What? Time's up?
Ooh, that's a new expression for him.
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time.
Oh boy.
So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you.
Oh, this sucks.
Voting time?
So who is Kyoko gonna vote for? There we go. Very quick class trial. I could have included this in the last episode, but it's fine. Yay.
Now, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Well, considering we know this is a trap, a setup, it's gonna be the wrong choice.
Hey, hold on!
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Oh, crap. Did Makoto vote at all? Oh, jeez. He looks so angry. Oh, no. Makoto, no. Rip. What? You think I'm the killer? Sorry, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
It's all your fault. Even he looks angry. Everyone, you're wrong. You've got it all wrong. I didn't do it.
Yes, indeed.
Good job, everyone.
Good job.
Yep.
Yeah, they got it right.
No, I know that's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense.
Hey!
It makes perfect sense.
Okay.
It's the same as always. It's just like all the other class trials. And I'm gonna end it the same way.
Thrills, chills, kills!
It's time for your heart-pounding, positively thrilling punishment.
Wait, why do I... Oh, so she was not expecting this? She looks very upset. Kyoko,
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Kyoko?
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Oof, this sucks. That's a high fall. Interesting.
Huh? Huh? What's this? What's going on? Hey, was that?
Yeah, it had to be.
This
Alter
is...
ego.
Alter ego?
Is
this some stupid virus from that stupid guy? He must have planted it when he invaded my network. Damn it all to hell! I don't believe this.
It would seem...
It seems you finally made a miscalculation. Nice. But why didn't Alter Ego save Kyoko? Oh well. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning.
What the heck?
What was that?
In other words...
What I'm saying is, you shouldn't have underestimated us.
Huh. Why are you talking like you've already won? I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch, an itch. The stupid virus is gone now, got it? And so is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get to smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again. To waste away in a garbage-strewn pit? In a way, that's an even better special punishment. But it's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm still gonna bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world. Calm down.
Poor Makoto, though.
Uh,
Is he gone? Hey, Kyoko, what's the meaning of all this? Just what the hell is going on?
Calm down.
It's okay. We're not the ones being trapped this time.
Huh?
In other words...
Now it's the mastermind that's ensnared.
What did you say?
What are you talking about?
So...
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. Okay. Thank goodness for Alter Ego. Well, what's going on? The massive high school towers over all the other buildings in this bustling urban area. This is the beginning again? It's like the school stands at the center of the entire world. Weird. Hope's Peak Academy. It brings in top students from every field imaginable. Government-funded school of privilege. They say that if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. With hundreds of years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. It was built to raise hope in the nation's future, which makes Hope's Peak a pretty fitting name. There are two things you need to attend this school. One, you have to already be attending high school. Two, you have to be the very best at what you do. No ordinary student could enroll here. The only way in is if you're scouted by the school itself. And standing there at the gate of the ultimate school filled with the ultimate students was me. There we go. I bet you're in pain after that fall. What? Where am I? I woke up with my head resting on top of a hard wooden desk. My body felt heavy. Okay. Wouldn't be weird for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but what was I doing asleep here just now? It wasn't any classroom I'd ever been in before. What the heck is going on? Ugh. Oh. Finally. I could finally feel my body, my mind and body start to come back together again, and then I was awake. Okay. Or was this just another dream? A dream inside a hopeless nightmare. No, this isn't a dream. I could tell because the stench invading my nostrils was too powerful for a dream. Ugh. What an awful smell. I was in a vast, dark cavern with the barest hint of light seeping in. Trash was piled high all across the area. This must be some kind of underground garbage pit. Well, that's what Monokuma was saying. He'll stay there forever. a heck of a situation to find myself in. But that was just the beginning of my problems. Was I going to be stuck in there till I wasted away and died? No, I can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. Oh, alter ego. I remembered all too well what had happened. Alter ego saved me, and he used up the last little bit of his strength to do it. So I can't give up now. For myself and for my friend. And with that, my pursuit of survival began. First up was to start looking for a way out of there. Okay. Interesting. This is a desk. That's what you were sitting at. It's probably the one that fell down here with me. You're lucky you didn't get buried under there or hit your head when you fell. You could have died, seriously. What is this? That's a rocket and a tank. I better not think too much about what I'm seeing down here. Oh, that's the rocket from the intro to this game. That we saw somebody inside and they died. Turned to bones. Okay. Is that an airplane? How'd something like that wind up in the school's garbage pit? Huh. Rattle, rattle. It's locked. No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, it didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't going to be that easy. Well, if I'm not getting out of here anytime soon... I decided to look around for some food. Eek. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. That was pointless, too. Next, I searched for some water. How can I be sure which liquids I can drink and which ones are an all-around bad idea? Yeah. Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked in on all sides. But that's still not enough reason to give up. Because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. Never surrender! After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was go to sleep. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to eat or drink. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. Yeesh. And all I did was sleep and sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign. Not exactly. Crunch? What the? The strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. As I watched, the pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape. Did something fall down over there? Something fell from up above. What could it have been? Okay. Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here? I carefully stretched my hand out toward whatever it was that had tumbled down here with me.
Just a second.
A giant piece of trash. Rude. Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was.
It smells awful.
She looks kind of cute like that. It's so out of character. Kyoko!
Indeed.
You look like you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing here?
So...
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you. I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You've got a bit of garbage in your hair. She's like, what? She gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash, then faced me again.
Hey.
First, I have something for you. Please tell me you brought him food and water. Yes. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're finished. Ugh. Thank you. I snatched the bread and water that she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way toward my stomach. Whew, that really hit the spot. Now I've got all the energy I need to keep going. So, you still haven't given up then? Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at.
Hmm?
Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at. Dang, girl. How you doing? Nice to see ya. Welcome to my humble abode. But Kyoko, why'd you come to rescue me?
So...
To pay a debt. Or, no, to atone. Atone?
You...
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. So, you knew that I knew.
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you. Yes, you did. Don't say that. You didn't abandon me. But to be fair, she did save him that night. No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you.
However...
But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason that I had to survive, no matter the cost. Why did you have to survive?
It's true.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive
In other words...
is so that I can do what I came to this school to do. What? I made up my mind to come to Hope's Peak Academy for one very important reason. So you have some reason for coming to Hope's Peak?
Indeed.
That's right. At least I did. Once. Once? Until recently, I'd forgotten what it was. Oh yeah, you had amnesia. You forgot, but that's... I had no memory of what my purpose was. No memory? That's impossible. Amnesia? Yeah. Then, is it really true? You lost your memory.
Makoto.
Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at this school? The first thing? You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
Indeed.
I don't think. I'm positive. It was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. But why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability. Somehow, they would interfere with the mastermind's plans. So, the mastermind just stole them from you?
However...
And it could also mean somehow my memories may be connected to the mystery of this school and the mastermind, which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
Why is that?
If I did that and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always the chance that the mastermind is actually one of us. What?
Correct.
Well, don't make too big a deal of it. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? The mastermind. One of us. If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However,
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Because among everyone, you were least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but... I see. Your intuition was right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind.
I understand.
Oh, what's this?
I should understand everything.
That was that vision he had when he had a fever.
My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
Ugh. It's just like the dream I had before, but why did that just happen?
listen.
Are you okay? Oh, yeah. It's nothing. You should tell her. It is nothing, right?
Hey,
Even now, I still trust you, you know. It's just, I'm not used to relying on others.
correct.
I know I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality. Okay. Talk again then? You said you had a reason for doing all that investigating on your own. So, how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
So,
I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability. You mentioned your ability. My ability, what everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate detective. Ah, don't you just love the ultimate detectives? Her and Shuichi and B3, it's like, love you guys. The ultimate detective.
correct.
And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy, there was someone I had to find here in the school. You had to find someone. Who?
So,
Well, it was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. The headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster? Because he's my father. Ah. The explanation for why she was always like, no, the headmaster is not the mastermind. What?
in other words,
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. Kyoko's dad. Is Hope's Peak's headmaster? Then that explains when Alter Ego told us how he thought the headmaster was involved. I'll find a way. No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster,
no matter what.
no matter the cost.
So,
Kyoko, what's going on?
My memory hadn't come back at that point. But when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. How'd you guys get separated? That's strange. That makes sense.
However,
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear, so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. Then, what did you see in there?
so,
The room had been ransacked. The shelves were a mess. The desk, ugh, God, I'm tired. The desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there. You mean the headmaster, their mastermind, right?
it's true.
That was my assumption, yes. And to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I'd found. But why there? Because I also found this in the headmaster's room. This is some kind of map?
Indeed.
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room, along with Makoto's profile and that key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time, and I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, that room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check,
Correct.
and that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there.
However,
But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. So, what was it like? That part of the school, I mean. It's hard to describe. All I can say is, the moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in this school is more horrific than we ever imagined. Ooh. What do you mean?
so...
Oh, I hope we get to see it. Yes, let us see it for ourselves. I can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself. And I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough. It sounds like it must be important. And really ominous. Okay. Keep talking. Jeez.
However,
Of course, once I got to the second floor of the dorms, there were no cameras and no monitors. Which is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building. It has to do with Makoto Ikusaba, doesn't it?
however,
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you, either. I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi, so then who did kill her?
anyway,
What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Makoto Ikusaba was to get me killed. Yep. Get you killed?
indeed.
I stole that key and disappeared, and in retaliation they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
Correct.
That was the point of the class trial. It was? The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly. You mean because of the school regulations?
That's right.
Exactly. With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion. Yeah.
In other words,
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules. That makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations.
hey,
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Makoto Ikusaba. Sometimes it's like, I mean, this happens in a lot of comic books and movies, right? That sometimes the killer or the bad guy, they'll do something that ends up screwing themselves in the end, you know? It's like, why would you create these rules and phrase them that way if there was wiggle room, or there was like, if it was gonna impede you yourself, you know? So stupid. What's that? There was a point where Makoto may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto. Yep, I think that was the original intention, honestly. I could have become the victim?
indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Do you mean during the night? I can hear them, you know. The footsteps of the god of death. What? That's kind of strange to say, but okay. What? I can hear the god of death as he moves. That ability naturally draws me into cases just like this,
Anyway,
which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms, and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell, and I saw a white shadow cross the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
Correct.
I ran into your room and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
However,
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to whoever the masked assailant was. They ended up dead. Okay. And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. It all has to be the work of the mastermind in an attempt to use a class trial to eliminate me. So, all this would mean that whoever killed Mikuro is also the mastermind, right?
indeed.
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. That's really bad if it's true. If true, whatever. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right. That is a contradiction. And it's not just Mukuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Yeah, that's strange. Everything they did is a contradiction. So, what does it all mean?
In other words,
It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Huh? They're desperate.
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more, and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair. The other ultimate despair? There's no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person. Ah, there you go. It's not?
Indeed.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. You're talking about
That's right.
what happened a year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, aka the tragedy. Tragedy. Whoever's responsible for that, they're the ultimate despair?
It would seem...
That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. Then they're...
Indeed.
Make no mistake, they're the root of all the evil that has forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair. And that is our real enemy. Chapter 5, 100 Mile Dash, Pain of a Junk Food Junkie, which doesn't make any sense, the title. It's over. We are down from 6 to 6. Wait, what? Strange. Because of the whole Mukuro thing. It's just weird. Achievement unlocked. Ooh, for me? You received the Dream Island Rocket present. And we got the achievement, 5 alive. Okay, well, that will have to wait for the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. This chapter, man, really interesting. Everything is coming to a head soon. But in the next episode, we will be joined by our final special guest. And we will begin the final chapter of this game. Finally! I started playing this game a couple of years ago. It was my first stream ever. And I had Skinny and Pharaoh senpais with me. And then I took a long break because of reasons. And then I finally got back into this and I started having other people joining me. But I'm super happy and super pumped that we're almost done. It's such a good game, such a good series. Anyway, hope you guys are enjoying this. And until next time, have a nice day. Bye-bye!